Hello, dear students. Welcome to the computer class of Standard 8. I hope you all are fine and you all are doing well. Today, we are going to begin our chapter number 4, Composer Part 1. So, practically, we will see all the things about the Composer software and what is the use of this software that we are going to discuss in this chapter. So, let's just start the chapter. So students, in the chapter 4, we will discuss about the composer part 1. And what we are going to study in this one, we are going to create the web pages. But web pages with very easily and in very interesting form. Before we have created web pages in the standard 7 with the help of HTML language. So in that HTML language we need to remember many commands, and if you know the tags, then only you can create the web pages efficiently and correctly. So here, instead of HTML language, we will use one of the software, web designing software, that is named as a Composer, and the version of this software is 0.8b3. So this version we are going to use, and this in which category this software falls, that is in the free and open source software. So here in this chapter we are going to discuss about one of the free and open source software, that is the Composer, and that software is used to design your web pages. So that is the web designing software. Now some of the functionality we will discuss, and what is Composer. So Composer is WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get type of software, and here it is used to create the websites. So using Composer we can create websites without having knowledge of HTML. See, this is the most important functionality of a Composer software. Means here no need to learn HTML. Without learning HTML you can create your web pages very easily, very simply. How you are creating the documents, how you are creating the Microsoft Word, in the Microsoft Word how you are creating the documents, in the same easy way you can now design your websites. So here what you see is what you get type of software. Means whatever you are preparing, whatever you are designing during the designing time, that same thing will be visible on the output in your browser window. So here this is the functionality of a Composer. That means no need to learn HTML, and whatever the things you will design, the same thing you will get in a browser window. Now the next thing is that Composer allows user to create web pages using IDE format in the integrated development environment, and different menus and buttons and the necessary HTML code is automatically prepared by the Composer. Means here it provides the integrated development environment. So here just we have to design the things, and whatever the HTML code is required for that, then that coding will be written by the software itself. We are not supposed to write down anything. Now we will see what is the icon of our Composer. So here you can see this is the icon of Composer. So this is our program icon, and here how we can start this one. So to start that one, you have to click on a start button, all programs, Composer and Composer, and if it is on the desktop, then you can just simply double click on that icon. When we will double click on it, how the window will look, what is the first look of our Composer software. So here you can see this is the screen, or this is the window screen of our Composer. So that we will see practically, and I will show you. First I will click on a start button, then after Composer. So here you can see the same screen has been opened over here. So this is our screen. So now one by one we will get the introduction about our Composer screen. So first part you can see here, that is known as a title. So first this blue line is known as the title bar. Then just below the title bar we are having the menu bar. Then just below the menu bar we are having composition toolbar. So this is known as a composition toolbar. Then just below the composition toolbar, this horizontal line you can see, this is known as a format toolbar 1, and below format toolbar another formatting toolbar is there, that is known as a format toolbar 2. Now just below that you can see here that our main screen is divided into two parts. So the left section is known as a site manager, and here the main area where we will write it down our information that we want to display in a web page is known as a page pane. Then after below the page pane there are one section, the one bar is known as a edit mode toolbar. So this edit mode toolbar is used to perform the editing in our web page. So here you can see these are the things. This is the introduction about that. Now first we will see the menu bar. So menu bar contains 8 menus, namely file, edit, view, insert, format, table, tools and help. If you want to open any of the menu, you just put your mouse pointer there and click on it. Then relevant information will be opened here like this. Then after just below the menu bar we are having the composition toolbar. So this composition toolbar has the most frequently used buttons. So which are the buttons that we need to access frequently in our Composer software? That buttons are kept over here. So new, to create the new web page. Open to open existing file, every time we have to save the file, so save button is there. Publish to publish our web page on a internet. Then undo and redo to remove our mistakes, to create the hyperlink, anchor, link tag, to insert image, image tag, to create table, table tag. So these are the most frequently used buttons are kept on a composition toolbar. Then after format toolbar 1. So format toolbar 1 is just below the composition toolbar, and it is used to format the paragraph. And it is also used to create ordered and unordered list as well. So suppose here we are writing that is composer. Now here if I want to format, then I can format it from here. See which paragraph format I want, heading 1, heading 2. So this formatting I can apply from here. Then after here also the option is there, when you will click on it, apply a class to the section. If you want to apply, you can use that one. Then this is the emphasize button is there, then strong emphasize button. Then if you want to display the list with the number, see, then it will be display with the number, then number will be there. Then here it will show the heading with the bullets then. Then indentation, if you want to increase the indent, if you want to increase the indent to the right side, then you can use this one. And to get it left side, you can use the out and text. Then after next is the definition term. So if you are selecting this one, then like this it is written, and now I want to write the information, then with the definition term it will come like this by default with the indentation. So next of the things I am writing here, then you can see here how it is visible in the paragraph form. Understood? So like this is the format toolbar 1. Then after we will discuss about the format toolbar 2. So here first we will see that first I am selecting this one. Now variable width. If you want to change the style of your text, then that you may change from here. So any style you can select according to your wish. So I have selected this one. So you can see the change over here in our text. Then after from here we can select the color of the text. So any color you can select. So first button is for text color, next button is for background color. So like this the text color and background color will be applied there, you can see. Then after the next is choose a highlight color. If you want to apply the highlight color, then this the first the capital A is written, that is larger font size. If you want to increase the size of this one, so select it and increase it. Now if you want to decrease it, then this is the smaller font size button. If you don't know the name, just you have to put your mouse pointer over there, the name will come automatically. Click on this. How many times you will click, the font size will become smaller and smaller. Next is the bold, italic and underline option, and these are the alignments. On which side? By default alignment is the left, then after here I can set center, then right and justify. So now I am selecting the center one. So here you can see the use of a formatting toolbar 2, that is provides us the all basic functionality: bold, italic, underline, text color, background color, highlight color, our alignments option, font style we can change. So this is about the format toolbar 2. Then after the next term is coming, that is the site manager. So what is the use of site manager here? The site manager, the left hand side is known as a site manager, and it is used to upload and download the web pages. How we can open this site manager? By pressing F9 key. So and off. I can press the F9 key, and if I want to see that, then also I can see the site manager. Then after next is which protocol it's used. So it uses FTP, file transfer protocol, to upload or download the web pages. Now the next section is our main section. So that is known as a page pane. So in the page pane we can do or we can open so many things. So many web pages you can open. See, now if I want to open the new document, then I will go to the file and new, and it will ask me that blank document, then yes, create. So here you can see the another document has been created. Now easily I can move between them. So now this is my first page and this is my next page. And if I want to close this one, here nothing is written, so this is unnecessary and I want to remove, then how can I remove this one? By clicking on a close button. So like this you can write down anything on the page pane, and here the top and left hand side you can see the visible, that is known as a ruler. Then next is the edit mode toolbar. So edit mode toolbar is also divided into the two parts. On the left hand side, 3 buttons we have: design, split and source. By default we will be in the design mode only, because when we are designing our web page, then by default we are in the design mode, you can see here. Then the next is the split mode. So in the split mode, currently where your cursor is there, it will show the HTML tag of the currently selected element. So if I have selected that one, then that line HTML code will be visible over here. And then next is a source. So source will show you the HTML code of your entire document, whatever we have written in the design. And if you want to see the HTML coding of your designing, then you can go to the source tab. So like this you can use the split, source and design. By default we will be in the designing mode only when we are designing our web page. Now what is on the right hand side? On the right hand side we are having one drop down button. So here you can see by default it will be in the normal view only, and normal and preview both are just same only. So normal view, here this shows the preview of your page, means how the page will look on a web page. This preview you can see in both in the preview and in the normal mode. Now next is the HTML text. So this HTML tag is useful for those who knows the HTML coding. And here this mode shows all the objects of page with its starting HTML tag in the yellow box. So you just select here and you can see it will display all the starting HTML tags with the yellow box, and that you can see, you can visible over this, all the things are visible over here. So here we have got the introduction about all the menus and all the things of our Composer software. So I hope you understood the introductory part well. So students, now we will discuss example number 1. So here we have already created the web page. Here you can see this content I have already written in our Composer program, that is simply without any formatting. Now we have to apply some of the formatting. So that we will read from here and we will apply one by one. So first, place the cursor on the line where the text what is composer written. So first you just place your cursor there where what is composer is written. Now you just select the align center button from the format toolbar 2. So here you can see this is our format toolbar 2, and from here we have to select align center button. So here you can see this is the button, you just press it. Then after select the heading text, so first we have to select this heading text, that is what is composer, and then after click the larger font size button on the format toolbar 2 4 times. So here you can see on the format toolbar 2 this larger font size button is there. How many times we have to press? 4 times. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here you can see the font size has been increased over here. Then after give any color of your choice to the heading using choose color for the text button. So now we have to change the heading color. From here choose color for text. For first one is for the text color and next that is for the background color. So here we will click and here we will choose our color according to your wish. To see that one you just remove the selection. Then after give bold and underline effects to all the composer words in the paragraph by selecting them one by one. So one by one you just select all the composer words and give them bold and underline effects to all the composer words. So first one is done, then after second bold and underline, then where is here the third one composer word bold and underline. So here you can see that underline has been done. Now select the entire paragraph. So this entire paragraph we have to select, and then after click the larger font size button 3 times, so the font size of paragraph text will be increased. So how many times we have to press the larger font size button? 3 times. So again we will press that button 1, 2 and 3. So here you can see the length of the size has been increased over here. Then next, now thus we created the simple web page without writing HTML code. We have not written any HTML code for our text. So the HTML code of our web page is written automatically by the composer. So how we can see that coding? By clicking on a source tab that I have already shown you. So now you can see the HTML code of the page that is created by you. You should be familiar with the some of the HTML text in this code. So HTML code in the source tab is shown here, and now we will open our source code. So here you can see the same source code is visible over here. This is in the design tab, we can see our designing. In the split I told you that where your cursor is currently, it will show the style or the HTML tag of that place, and source will show you the entire source code of your web page. Now we have to save this file. So click on a file and save. So one time it's already saved by me, so I am using save as to show you just how to save this file. So when you go to the save as, it will ask you to give the file name. So here the file name is already given, I am giving as a example 1 now. Now you just save as we are doing, so give your location where you want to save the file and save. Now you just minimize this file, and where we have saved the file on the desktop. So here you can see example 1 is visible over here. To see the output in a browser, you have to double click on this file, and here you can see this is the output of our web page. As this is the what you see is what you get type of software, you can match your input and output both the things here. You just match these things, you can see here whatever we have typed, how we have typed, the same way it is available on the web page. There is no any difference. So here you can compare both the results. Our designing, this is our designing, and this is our output. that is on a Windows Explorer. So I hope you understood the example over here, the example 1. Now we will discuss the example number 2. So now we will discuss the example 2. So here I am opening example 2. The coding is already written by me. How it is written in your textbook. You can see here, now we are going to create the list. So after creating simple web page, now we will create a web page with the ordered and unordered list. You have studied in the earlier standard that HTML tags like OL, UL and LI are used to create list. That we have already discussed in the standard 7. So OL tag is used to create ordered list, UL tag is used to create unordered list and LI tag is used to insert list items in your list. But here we will create list using different menu options of a composer. So open a new file that I have already opened and type the following information. So whatever the information you can see over here that I have already typed, that is the weekdays are, so all the weekdays are written and my friends are, so my friends name are written. Now what are the changes we have to make, that we will see here. So now we will see what are the changes we have to make in our example 2. So first select the text weekdays are and select heading 2 option from the choose a paragraph format menu of the format toolbar 2. So first I have to select the weekdays are and I have to select paragraph heading 2. So here it's written from the format toolbar 2, but this option is not available in the format toolbar 2, students. This option is available in the format toolbar 1. So you have to select this choose a paragraph format option from the format toolbar 2. Then here we have selected the text, then after heading 2. Then after keep the selected and choose the format toolbar, keep the selected text and apply color of your choice. So select it and apply any color of your choice. Then after, now select all the days names Monday to Sunday. So select all the days name and select numbered list button. So this is the numbered list button that we have to select. Now use the larger font size button on the format toolbar 2 to increase the font size. So again we will use the larger font size button. According to your wish you can use here. And here also I am applying the larger font size button. Next is a select the my friends are. Now again select the heading 2 option. That effect is not coming here, students. I don't know why, because otherwise if you select the heading 2 then the size will be changed here. But here this heading 2 is not working, that is why manually I am changing the size of my font with the help of larger font size button. Then after you just use the choose the color that we have already set the color. Now we will choose then after you just select all the friends name and select bulleted list. And also use increase font size button to increase the size of your font. Then after now we will open the source code of this file. So here save the file with the proper title and name. Now clicking on the source tab will show the HTML code as shown below. So first we will save our file. So one time it's already saved by me student. So I am using save, and here it is already saved as a example 2 on my desktop. How we have saved before, example 1, same as I have saved this one. Then after, now clicking on the source tab will show the HTML code as shown below. So let's just click on the source tab, and here you can see the HTML tags are visible there. That is like OL, UL, LI, big. So these are the tags you can see over here. You can see here that LI tag is there, big tag is there, because we have increased the size. Opening and closing OL tags are there, opening and closing UL tags are there. Now let us make some changes in the above code prepared by Composer. Type the following information in the HTML source. We already know the HTML, so we can make the changes over here. So what are the changes we have to make? Here insert the following line after closing OL. So after closing OL we have to type this coding. So here use the angular brackets, HR color is equals to blue, color is equals to blue, size is equals to 5. So with this line, the horizontal line will come after the completion of our OL tag, and here we are using the big tag. So here after insert the following line before closing UL. So before closing UL we have to write this line. So here we will use LI tag, then after big tag, then another name we are inserting, that is Daksh. Then after closing big tag and closing LI tag. Here why 2 times big tag is coming? Because we have pressed the larger font size button 2 times, that's why. Now again we have to save these changes by clicking on a file and save. Now here we have done these changes, and now you can see here this name is inserted over here in our designing, and the horizontal line is visible over here. So here our design is ready. Now we want to see the output in a browser. So I am minimizing these things, and here you can see the example 2. So double click on it, and here this is the output of our example 2. Here we have created the ordered list with the number and unordered list with the bullets. With the weekdays are displayed with the number, and my friends' names are displayed with the bullets. And this is the output of our coding. And these are the changes we have made. The horizontal line we have drawn, and this Daksh name we have added by writing the HTML code manually in the source code. So I hope you understood our chapter number 1 with the practical. Thank you students.